This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is now 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday and the work week with the morning sprint. Sydney Charles has the latest details from the Middle East on Israel's war with Hamas. Emily Bloom has your Halloween forecast just ahead. But first, we want to get to Natalie Grant with breaking news of that deadly house fire in Millwood.
Well, Robin, we've been here all morning on East Dalton Avenue in Millwood, where we have learned that 2 children have died in an overnight house fire. The fire has also left 2 people injured. One of them is the father of those 2 children. The other is a firefighter. Now, the fire itself seems to be contained here. We're not seeing any more smoke, any more flames. Fire crews have been working to put that out since the call came in just before 3 o'clock this morning. Now, as of right now, we don't know the ages of those children at all or what led up to this fire. Details we're hoping to learn throughout the day. Reporting in Millwood, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.
Natalie, thanks. And more breaking news. A 19-year-old from Yakima died in a 2-car crash in Grant County yesterday. It happened around 3:40 in the afternoon on State Route 24, about 21 miles west of Othello. According to Washington State Patrol, the car driven by Grace Vickers was going east when it started to drift off the road. Troopers say she overcorrected and crashed into a car in the westbound lane driven by 21-year-old Emilio Castellanos. Vickers died on the scene. A SWAT standoff is over this morning. Roads are back open. People allowed to return to their apartments. That standoff happened near North Monroe and West Mansfield yesterday and lasted for hours. Spokane police say officers had a search warrant for an investigation involving felony domestic violence and unlawful possession of a firearm at the Marks apartments. Though the standoff is over, we have learned they did not arrest anyone and the investigation is ongoing. Several flights were diverted away from the Spokane International Airport yesterday because of a disabled plane on one of the runways. It affected flights yesterday afternoon. A plane that had landed at the airport had a flat tire, and that forced the runways to shut down. We were told that the pilot was the only person on board the plane when it landed. After 30 minutes, the aircraft was safely towed away and the runways reopened.
And a chilly start to your Monday, but we're going to be warming up pretty nicely by this afternoon. Temperatures will be in the upper 40s with plenty of sunshine. So you do want to get out there and soak up that vitamin D while you can, because we're going to have increasing cloud cover for the remainder of the week. For Halloween, it's going to be chilly, but we're going to have dry conditions. And then by the tail end of this work week, lots of rain.
Former Vice President Mike Pence dropped out of the 2024 presidential race Saturday amid lagging poll numbers and financial challenges. He pledged to help elect principled Republican leaders moving forward. An election day just 8 days away, 4 News Now wants to make sure you know where to drop off your ballots before November 7th. There are many locations where you can cast your ballot. If you live near Spokane, you can turn in your ballot at the elections office and the Spokane Transit Authority Center Plaza. Public libraries are also ballot drop spots. For a full list of locations that span from downtown to Spokane to Airway Heights, check out KXLY.com. The FDA is advising people to stop using more than 24 over-the-counter eye drops because of a potential risk of eye infection that may lead to partial vision loss or even blindness. Target, CVS, and Rite Aid are pulling products from shelves. As of now, the FDA has not received any adverse event reports of eye infection associated with those products.
The United Nations Security Council is holding an emergency meeting today. It's to seek a resolution that calls for a, quote, immediate humanitarian pause in the war between Israel and Hamas. The UN warns the weeks of siege and bombardment are taking a toll on Gaza. Over the weekend, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said his country has started the second stage of its war against Hamas. The number of people killed in Gaza from this war is more than 7,900 as of Sunday. That's according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health.
A Washington State flag-raising ceremony will take place at the Spokane City Hall to celebrate the annual Cougs First event today. Cougs First is a business network that encourages Washington State University alumni to seek out fellow Cougs when hiring and promoting their business. This event will take place in the Spokane Convention Center on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the 1st of November, from 3 in the afternoon to 7:30 at night. The flag-raising and networking event is free, but guests should pre-register for Cougs First. You can find more information on KXLY.com. And breaking news for one of Spokane's busiest streets. If you use the Maple Street Bridge during your commute, you will need to find an alternate route today. The city is closing the bridge during the day all week except for one southbound lane. All northbound lanes on the bridge will close. They have closed about an hour ago, and that'll last until about 6 this evening. Again, the one southbound lane is the only one open. This will affect your evening commute as well as the morning commute. The city says the project to repair the bridge deck will wrap up by Friday night.